to unwind after a long day. But in 2025, that narrative has fundamentally collapsed. We are no longer talking about relaxation. We are talking about analgesia, the medical reduction of pain. We are talking about prosthetic intimacy for the socially isolated. And, perhaps most worryingly, we are talking about a new form of digital dependency. Welcome to the installment of our deep dive into the science of ASMR. In previous videos, we looked at the physiology and the personality types. Today, we are looking at the clinical reality. What happens when you treat a YouTube video like a pharmaceutical? We are going to examine how ASMR hacks the spinal cord to block pain signals using the gate control theory. We are going to look at how it acts as a bridge for patients with severe depression who cannot handle traditional therapy. But we are also going to look at the dark side, because if ASMR is strong enough to act like a drug, it is strong enough to cause withdrawal. We will discuss dopamine downregulation, the phenomenon of ASMR immunity, and why your brain is slowly building a tolerance that forces you to seek out more extreme content. Is ASMR just a relaxation technique, or is it a legitimate medical intervention? Tingle Series, we investigate the clinical reality of ASMR in 2025. We explore the new data suggesting ASMR can hack the spinal cord to block chronic pain signals. Let's start with the most promising medical application: chronic pain management. A study published in late 2024 involving chronic pain patients yielded a startling result. For a significant portion of the group, ASMR didn't just distract them, it reduced their reported pain levels for up to 3 hours after the video ended. This wasn't just feeling good. This was a measurable reduction in nociception, the processing of pain signals. To understand why this happens, we have to look at the gate control theory of pain. Your spinal cord isn't just a passive cable that sends messages to the brain. It is an active gatekeeper. Located in the dorsal horn of the spinal cord is a mechanism that controls which signals get passed up to the brain to be registered as pain. When you touch a hot stove, small diameter fibers, C fibers, rush to the gate and force it open. The signal travels up and your brain screams, "Ouch." But here is the biological hack. The gate can be forced shut if you stimulate the large diameter fibers, the ones responsible for touch, vibration, and non-painful pressure. This is why, instinctively, when you bang your shin on a table, you rub it. You aren't healing the injury, you are racing the pain signal. The sensation of rubbing, touch, travels faster than the sensation of pain, effectively jamming the signal at the spinal gate. ASMR operates on this same principle, but digitally. The complex auditory triggers, the crispness, the binaural movement, combined with the visual cues of personal attention, create a massive flood of non-painful sensory data. This data floods the dorsal horn of the spinal cord. It effectively jams the signal of chronic pain. It is sensory distraction on a neurological level. We are seeing early evidence that ASMR could be used as a non-pharmacological adjunct to opioids. It is cheap, it has zero chemical side effects, and it leverages the body's own wiring to dampen suffering. But pain isn't just physical. We are currently living through a global loneliness epidemic. Depression and social anxiety are at all-time highs, particularly in younger demographics. Interestingly, this is where ASMR is functioning as a form of therapeutic realism. For a person with severe social anxiety or clinical depression, traditional therapy can be terrifying. Sitting in a room with another human requires reciprocal socializing. You have to read their face, you have to respond, you have to perform. For a depressed brain, that is an exhausting expenditure of energy. ASMR offers unidirectional intimacy. You get the benefits of social bonding, eye contact, soft voice, personal attention, without the demand to give anything back. You are safe. You are the receiver. Researchers believe this triggers the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This allows the brain to lower its defensive walls. It enters a state of safety that many depressed individuals haven't felt in years. It is simulated care. Critics call it dystopian, replacing humans with screens, but proponents call it a lifeline. If you are drowning in isolation, a digital hand reaching out is better than no hand at all. It acts as a bridge, acclimating the user to intimacy so they might eventually seek it in the real world. However, we must address the cost. If ASMR is potent enough to reduce pain and mimic love, it is potent enough to cause tolerance. We are seeing a massive rise in what users call ASMR immunity or tingle immunity. This is basic neurochemistry. It's the dopamine loop. When you first discover ASMR, it is novel. Your brain identifies the trigger as a reward. It releases a users who started with soft whispering eventually find it boring. They move to fast and aggressive tapping, then chaotic triggers, then bizarre, surrealist role plays. We are witnessing a content addiction spiral. The danger isn't that you watch videos. The danger is emotional atrophy. Clinicians worry that if you rely solely on ASMR to soothe your anxiety, your brain forgets how to soothe itself. You lose your internal coping mechanisms because you have outsourced them to a YouTuber. You aren't fixing the anxiety, you are just numbing it. Conclusion: the future of digital medicine. So, what is the future? It is likely hybrid. We will likely see prescription playlists used in pain clinics to help patients lower their opioid dosage. We will see AI-generated ASMR artists that can customize triggers in real time to bypass your tolerance. ASMR is a tool, a powerful physiological tool. It can hack the spinal cord to stop pain. It can trick the amygdala to stop fear. But like any drug, digital or chemical, the dosage matters. Used correctly, it closes the pain gate and comforts the lonely. Used incorrectly, it becomes just another addiction we are chasing down the rabbit hole. That's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, or subscribe so you don't